I'm Laura Whitmore, and today I brought the hot desk to the Hospital Club to meet a man idolised by the Americans who's considered one of the most beautiful people on the planet. He's sold millions of records all around the world, but recently his life has become a bit of a horror show. Welcome to the hot desk, Adam Lambert. How are you?
It's so hot here.
I mean, it's going to get even hotter.
Burn a fever.
Oh, God, don't touch this, actually. It's really hot. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Great to meet you. I have so many things I want to talk to you because you've got a single coming out. You've just finished filming Rocky Horror Show. You're on the festival circuit with Queen. There's so much going on in your life.
There's a lot going on.
When do you sleep?
When I'm traveling most of the time. When I can. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping as much as I used to, but you know, I think I need less sleep these days.
You don't need sleep.
Yeah,
There's so many good working.
It's overrated.
I'm going to firstly talk about the single that's out next, which is with Steve Aoki, who is incredible. How did that come about?
He sent me an email, his people.
Okay.
I knew somebody that worked with him from my days back at Idol, actually.
Well, let's talk about it. Can't Go Home. What's it all about? Why can't you go home?
You can't go home like this. And I think it's one of those clever songs where it kind of means a lot of different things, depending on how you're listening to it.
Okay.
I think it's sort of, it could be about like being in a fight with a lover, and you're like, we can't like end the night like this. We have to like make up and get over it.
You literally just finished filming the new Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah.
Tell me how that came about, because I think the original was 1975, was it?
Yeah.
And
it's an incredible film, the original film. I mean, it's incredible.
I couldn't even believe it was 1975 because I remember watching that as a kid, and it just seemed like this new movie that was out that hadn't been going for so long. But it's so iconic.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
And shocking, like especially for then, you know. And when I was a kid and I first saw it, I was like, what is that? Can they do that?
Can I watch it again?
I was like, woo, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the thing, is that it is so iconic and such a cult hit that I thought, when I heard that they were redoing it, I was like, ooh, that's a little risky. How are they going to do that?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I was like, well, they haven't announced the role of Eddie. He's in like one song, basically. It's a little cameo. It was the meatloaf part in the original.
I kind of think it's one of the best parts.
It's a great part. And I was like, well, I bet we could work something out for that, couldn't we? And so I had them contacted, and they were like, actually, yeah, we would love that. So it worked out really well. I
can't wait to see it.
It's fun. It's gonna. I think people are gonna love it. It's very sexy.
There's so many different parts to your life, because I have to talk about the huge thing, which is Queen.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, the fans are gonna kill me. They're gonna hate me. Can I even pull this off? Can I sing all these songs over the course of 2 hours? Can I get through it? You know, I had a lot of things going through my head. But over the course of a couple of years, I was like, all right, cool. And the audiences that we have in front of us, they know every word. I mean, these songs are iconic. They're a part of people's lives for 30 some odd years, and so they mean a lot to people.
One of my favorite festivals is Isle of Wight Festival, which you're headlining, and that's going to be so much fun. If you weren't you and you had to kind of steal little bits from different people, what would you steal? So say, for example, your voice is so perfect, but if you didn't have your voice and you could steal someone else's voice, whose voice would you steal?
Sometimes I wish like I had more like of a soul twist to my voice. Like I wish I could dive further into that. Aretha, sure. Yeah, that's a good one.
What about whose moves?
Oh, Michael Jackson. I mean, I think everybody wants to steal Michael Jackson's moves. You know,
so you got Aretha,
he was a genius.
Michael Jackson. Whose style do you like?
Lenny Kravitz has great style. He always looks like effortless, chic rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's social media? Who does it well on Instagram? Do you ever look at someone's Instagram page and go, oh, I like what they're doing here. It's a very nice colour.
I like Rihanna's Instagram page. Oh, because she's so fun to look at.
As well. I'm just like,
gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. I went to her concert in Detroit a couple weeks ago. It was the night before I had a concert there. And I knew it was going to be a great show. I knew I was going to like know the songs and everything, but I was blown away. It was such a good show.
I love her.
The design and everything was really, really gorgeous, and then she really like delivered some vocals, especially like towards the end of the show. I was floored. I was really impressed, actually.
Okay, so I kind of want to get to know a little bit about you. The best way is to kind of go back through different stages of your life. So we're going to go back to, go back.
I'm going
10 years. 10 years old. 10 years old. Adam's 10 years old.
10 years old, okay.
Where are you, Adam?
Well, I had just started falling in love with musical theater when I was 10. My parents put me in like a children's theater group that was on the weekends outside of school, and I was obsessed.
Do you remember the first musical you saw, or the first musical you were in love with?
The first one I saw, I think the first one that I became like obsessed with was Phantom of the Opera. I was probably about 8.
Okay, we're going to go to age 15.
15. So that means I was in 10th grade in high school. I was really fat.
No.
I was so fat.
Were you?
Yeah. And
Now, was this really fat, like chubby cheeks? Because, I mean, we're all
Some of it was baby fat, but I was like,
fine.
I was like a big boy.
Okay.
I was eating like crap food, you know, like when you're a teenager and you eat a lot of fast food, and like I didn't really exercise at all.
Okay, we're gonna go to at 18, which is I think when you left home to move to LA. Is that how?
Yeah, it's like 18. I would be a senior in high school and graduated.
And then you got your first job on a cruise ship.
First professional, yeah.
Was that 19?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
Yeah, I was 19.
And then, so what happened then? How was being on the cruise ship? And surely you were
weird.
the youngest person on that cruise ship.
I was one of the younger ones, yeah. It's weird. It's a weird life. But, you know, for a young performer, or any performer, any age, it's a good gig.
Yeah.
You get to save a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, your room and board and your food is paid for.
It's all you can eat, isn't it? So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I've never been on a cruise, but it sounds delightful.
And it's, you know, I was so young, I was so green, like I hadn't really been through a lot of professional stuff yet. And so it was good for me to kind of like do a show that long and play, you know, sing songs that many times over the course of 10 months. I stayed on that show.
Well, get your vocal ability able to do that, which is
and sort of like work through, you know, a cold, or work through a hangover, or work through being lonely. I mean, it was sort of like a test in many ways.
And we got to talk about 27. So that was American Idol.
Another big year, yeah.
When you went to audition that first day, what were your hopes and dreams? What did you want to get out of it?
So I saw the audition, and it was my final year that I was eligible, and I thought, well, I might as well go for this, you know, because I need like a shortcut, like I need like a kickstart.
Yeah, need that platform.
Yeah, and I was like, if I can just get on TV, maybe then something will happen. I didn't know what would happen.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe I'll get on like one episode before I get kicked off. And every week when I stayed, I was like, wait, is this really happening? I had no concept of it actually working out the way it did.
You did really well, so yay.
They made fun of me.
We're going to play a game which we play all the time, but it's called Call, Text, or Reject. So
Okay.
kind of like Snog, Marry, and Avoid, except you don't have to snog any of these people.
Call, text, or
reject.
Okay.
So you wake up one morning and you have 3 missed calls on your phone.
Okay.
And they're all 3 different artists who all want to work with you, your next collaboration.
How nice.
One person you're going to call back straight away because you're going to make that happen.
Okay.
The other one you can text back because maybe down the line, maybe next year.
Okay.
Maybe for Christmas.
And the other one, no interest.
And the other one, I mean, you just don't have time, too busy. So you've got Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, or Sia.
Ooh.
Who are you calling back straight away?
Sia straight away.
Yeah.
She's so lovely.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande, I would text back.
Okay.
I like her music a lot.
Yeah.
I think she's a great singer. I know her brother. Nicki, I don't think we would get along.
Have you met Nicki?
No.
I like Nicki. I interviewed her once. I waited for 3 hours.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I have nothing against her. I just don't, you know what it is? I don't know how we would fit together on a track, really.
I know, I'll play this with her and I'll see what she says. Imagine if she said she'd call you straight back. You'd be mortified, wouldn't you? I'd be like, it's so weird because Nicki, he said that he would just reject you. Shocking. One more thing you have to do, which is sign the desk. Now, I think we've worked out your number 97 to sign this desk, so good luck finding a spot. That is Leif Francis, who's Keith Lemon, who you don't even...
I love Keith. Yeah, I did.
Great.
He's hilarious. I did his show.
What did he do to you?
Everything.